Hi, this is Maggie. In this video, we're going to write a Hello World program, the canonical first program that programmers write when they're learning a new language. You should follow along with me as we program. Please pause the video or jump back as needed to get the example working on your system. Note any questions you have as you proceed. Once you have the example working, try to recreate it without watching the video, and then make some variations of your own. To write this Hello World program, you should have installed Python and pygame. If you haven't done that yet, install Python and pygame and then return. We'll begin by opening the idle console and checking that we have pygame installed. I'm running a Windows system here. I will type idle in the search bar and then choose my Python 3.7 installation, which is the Python 3 installation on this machine where I installed pygame. The idle console opens. Idle is an integrated development environment that comes with Python and allows me to create, edit, run, and debug Python programs. I can test small bits of code in the console, but generally we will be writing scripts. We will do that in a moment when we write our Hello World program. First, we'll test that pygame is installed by typing import pygame at the prompt and pressing enter. Idle responds with the version of pygame that's installed and a welcome message. If pygame weren't installed, we would have seen an error message. We're all set to write our program. When we write commands here at the prompt, it is called interactive mode. I generally refer to this as running in the console. Python's other mode is script mode, which is what we will usually use. To write a program or script, we choose New File from the File menu, and a new window opens. Now notice the difference between a script window and the interactive mode window. The script window is called untitled until we save it and give it a name, and it has the menus File, Edit, Format, Run, Options, Window, and Help. It is empty. It contains no prompt. Notice that the interactive mode window is called Python 3.7.0 shell. Yours might have a different version number. It has the 3 angle bracket prompt, and it has the menus File, Edit, Shell, Debug, Options, Window, and Help. Do not type your scripts here in interactive mode. We will click on the script window and type our program here. We will start with a very simple program that prints Hello World to the console and then enhance it to open a pygame window titled Hello World. Our script should always begin with the docstring comment at the top. A docstring comment is an annotation for programmers to read. The docstring comment at the top of a script describes what the script does. A docstring comment begins with 3 open quotes. We can then type a description of the program. I'll type Hello World in Python and pygame. A docstring comment in Python should be a complete, grammatically correct sentence. We end the docstring with 3 more quotes. Don't put any space between those quotes because they need to be together for Python to understand that they begin and end a docstring comment. Now I'm going to write a command that will display Hello World to the console. That command is print. You might notice that the word print turns purple when I type it. That means I've typed it correctly and Python recognizes it as a command, in this case a function command. Notice if I make a mistake, such as transposing the R and the I, it is no longer purple because it is no longer a recognizable command to Python. Notice that if I spell it correctly, but with an uppercase P, it is also no longer a recognizable command to Python. That is because Python is case sensitive, which means that it recognizes uppercase and lowercase letters as different. So we'll go back to typing it correctly. And then I'm going to put parentheses after the print command. Open parentheses, close parentheses. That is a complete print command. If I want it to print a message, I put the message inside the parentheses. If I want it to print text, I enclose the text in quotes. So inside the parentheses, I'm going to type, quote, hello world, close quote. And that's it. That's a hello world program that will print to the console. I need to save it if I want to run it. So I'm going to choose Save from the File menu and navigate to a place on my hard drive to save the file. You should probably create a directory or folder on your drive to save your Python programs in. So I find a directory and type in a name. I'll call this Hello World, all one word. And I click the Save button, and that's saved now. Now I will choose Run Module from the Run menu and run my program. And you can see that it displayed Hello World, the exact text I put in quotes in the parentheses of that print command, to the console. Now, we wrote that in a script, which means we can run it as many times as we like. It also means we can make changes and run it again. I want to add some pygame commands to the program. To do that, I'll need to import pygame because it's an external library. There are a lot of external libraries with different functionality, so we only import the ones we need for a given program. Otherwise, our programs would be very bloated with functionality we will never use. After the docstring comment, I'm going to type import pygame. You can see that Python recognizes the import command because it turns orange. That means it's a Python keyword. The import command gives me access to all of the functionality that's in the pygame library. We'll use some of that functionality to create a window. I'm going to write a Python comment describing each piece of this program because now it's going to do two different things. To write a Python comment, I type $, or hashtag, or number sign, whatever you want to call it. And then I write my comment on the rest of the line. So I'll write display hello world as the window title after the $. And notice that idle turns my comment red. That means that Python recognizes it as a comment. Comments are annotations for programmers and are ignored by Python. Now the next two lines are a little obscure, so bear with me. I'm going to write screen equals pygame dot display dot set underscore mode open parentheses 400 comma 200 close parentheses close parentheses. That line creates a window that is 400 pixels wide and 200 pixels high. And now I'm going to write a second line that is pygame dot display dot set underscore caption followed by a set of parentheses. This will set the title of the window I just created. I can set the title to anything, and I'm going to set it to Hello World. So I put that within the parentheses and enclose it in quotes just as I did with the print command. Anytime we have text in a program that we want to display to the user in some way, we will enclose it in quotes. Okay, so those two lines create a pygame window with the title Hello World. My next line, remember, displays Hello World to the console, so I'm going to put a comment before that line to explain what it is doing. # display Hello World in the console. Now, pygame also needs me to send it a quit message when the program is finished, so that it can release resources that it has allocated in memory. But I don't want to do that until the user, the person running the program, has had a chance to read our message. So I'm going to put in an input statement. The input statement will wait for the user to press enter. After the input statement, I'll send pygame the quit message so it can destroy the window and anything else it was using. I'll start with a comment, #, and then quit when the user presses enter. Then I'll write the input statement, which is input followed by parentheses, and then inside the parentheses we put a prompt. Inside the parentheses we'll put press enter to quit, and you might have guessed, because we're talking to the user, we put that in quotes. After that, on the next line, we write pygame.quit followed by a set of parentheses. We don't need to put anything in those parentheses, but we do need to include them. Now let's save and run this program by choosing Run Module from the Run menu, or we can just press F5 as you can see the shortcut in the menu. And here is our pygame window with the title Hello World. It isn't too exciting as it doesn't have anything in it, but soon we'll learn how to draw in a window. And here is our Hello World in the console and our prompt to press enter to quit. If we click in the console window and press enter, then the program quits. That's it. That's our Hello World program in the console and also in pygame. Before you move on, try rewriting as much of the program as you can without peeking at the program you just wrote or the video. Then make some changes to the program, predict the results of your change, and then run the program and see if your prediction was correct. If it wasn't, figure out why. You might try changing the size and shape of the window. Can you make it bigger or smaller? Can you make a square? Change the message in the Windows title bar. Change the Hello World message in the console and change the prompt. When you understand those parts of this program, it's time to move on.